My name's Rob. I live here in Christchurch. I think I'll start off 2 weeks before the earthquake. I had a heart attack. I was advised not to get stressed. So, okay, I tried 2 weeks and we have an earthquake. Everything went pretty smoothly. I thought, it's fine. I bought a premium policy with Tower Insurance. So everything will be fine and taken care of. There's nothing to worry about. Tower came and looked at the house, told me what was happening, where it would happen and how it would happen. EQC visited. They looked at the house and said it's over cap. Tower came in and said, no, it can be repaired. We've got all this different stuff. I was told it was a rebuild. The insurance company have never accepted that it's a rebuild. Tower's engineer, I got a copy of the report, I read the report and I understood the report. In the report it stated they can glue the cracks on the floor, which I have doubts about. It was to remove the cladding on the outside of the house and replace it with lightweight cladding. They were to put pads every metre around the foundation and jack it up. Now I could understand that, and then you can fix all the cosmetic damage inside afterwards. Tower comes out to see me and they said, we're going to glue the floor, but we're not jacking it this way. We're using pumped in grout or a different system, which I had no idea about. I said, okay, well, I don't know about that. And then they said, they're not taking the bricks off, and the whole thing became about not doing. It wasn't, they're going to repair it to the standard. We're not doing this, we're not doing that, and that's what their engineer had advised them needed to be done. My communication with Tower early on was fine, and I believed Tower, and I've always trusted my insurance company. But when they came to the house and said they weren't going to do these repairs this way, they were ignoring what the engineer had advised them to do. My faith in the engineer, in the insurance company, sort of went out the window. They had these people in to do the survey, which took 3 days. Now, what I noticed, he had a copy of an application put into the council for a permit to go ahead and do the work. Now what I've seen on there, they'd applied to do half of the house. I don't know what they intended to do with the other half, it's just fly away in bloody space or something, but they don't actually intend to do the whole job. They're only going to jack up one end, that's near enough. Now that's not what I bought a policy about. So you can see where I'm coming from. But every time we have these people come in, I'm a guardian of a 9-year-old child. He lives with me. Every time they come through, we have 2 or 3 weeks of, are we going to lose the house pop? I try to live my life in a happy way. I've got a good family and a good home. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, but we're living with it. But it is actually tearing the family apart. And I'm just angry most of the time at how the insurance companies have handled this, how they think it should be done. They're arguing with their own reports. What sort of chance do I have? How the hell can I deal with it and understand it when they can't even agree with their own engineers? You know, you pay for a premium policy with an insurance company. That should be the finish of it. What it says on the paperwork is what is done. It's pretty stressful just not knowing or understanding where it's all going and what the outcome will be in the end. If it's a rebuild, I don't feel I could trust the insurance company to do this. If I could speak to the CEO of Tower, I'd tell him to get off his butt and have a look at what they're doing. They need to honour their policy. The wording of the policy, I can't remember it word for word, but it stated the house would be repaired or rebuilt to a standard. If we had a total loss through fire, it would be demolished and rebuilt, etc., as I understood the policy. They need to honour that. That's what was paid for. I just believe it's like fraud. We've paid for something for years, and now we're not going to get it. If you were the CEO, as far as I'm concerned, you're an arsehole. Look at your policies, honour your bloody policies. People have bought them in good faith. Where's your good faith? Get off your ass, get out there and look at what you're doing to people. I don't want to ring you and talk to you on a phone in bloody Auckland. You don't know what's going on down here. Get down here and bloody well help the people. They need to know. They need to understand. You're bullshitting everybody and it's bloody fraud. And I hope they take you to court and screw you because you bloody well need it.